All my life, I've heard well-intentioned people say, do what you love, the money will follow. I have a book by that name. Don't remember exactly where it is right now. It's in one of my book boxes or somewhere on a shelf. I grabbed the similar books that I could find to share with you. I know I have that one somewhere. I also have Finding Your Perfect Work, The New Career Guide to Making a Living, Creating a Life. Then I have Zen and the Art of Making a Living. And then there is I Could Do Anything If I Only Knew What It Was. I don't know why, but I started thinking about these things today while I was working in real estate. I spent the entire afternoon working on getting a listing ready for a house that my company is about to sell. It's a nice $450,000 house, beautiful house. I'd love to sell it to you, so if you're interested, let me know. I took pictures of the house. I was working on the listing, getting it into the MLS system. And I found myself thinking, I am making a living and I'm making my plans to be doing more of this in the future. And I'm doing it because this is a way that I can improve myself. I can improve my situation in the world. But it's still nowhere near the work I love or anything like that. And here's the thing I've been thinking about. We tell people that it's possible to make a living, to make a good living from doing what you love. But then the vast majority of us end up doing things that have nothing to do with what we love. And so my question is it even possible, or are we lying to ourselves and lying to each other? I don't have a good answer to it. It's just something that I've been thinking about increasingly lately. I am happiest when I connect with other people and when I do things that matter. When I do things that help other people, when I can connect with other people psychologically, emotionally, when I can be helpful to people, when I can build things that matter. Those are the sorts of things that matter to me. I know that the gentleman whose house we're trying to sell, the one I was working on this afternoon, this beautiful $450,000 house, I know that it matters to him whether his house gets sold. So I realize that this is indeed helping somebody, but this is not in any way what I love or what could change my life or something that could let me feel as though I'm changing the world. So my question is still, is it possible for us to find the thing that we've always been promised? You can see from these books that I have, and I mean, I have others, some on the shelves or in boxes or something. This is a question that I've been pursuing for years. And part of it is simply because I am wired up so differently. I am a generalist more than a specialist. And I used to think this is a bad thing. I have recently come to understand that it's a very good thing, but that's something that I want to talk to you about another time. I'm just frustrated about this. It's more of a long-term frustration and a cultural or societal frustration. I'm going to do what I have to do to make the money that I need to make, but my question is how I can still change my life, how I can still push myself forward in a way that can deliver on the promise that we make to each other all the time, that we can do what we love and money will follow. Is it possible? I don't know. You see, the thing about it is I say I don't know. And that is the truth. I don't really know. But in my heart, I very much believe that it's true. I very much believe that we can do this. I very much believe that I can find exactly what I need to be doing. I know that right now I have to do this. I have to do what's going to generate the revenue that I need, that's going to give me a better financial position, blah, 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 blah. But you see, this is what so many people end up doing. They end up doing whatever will get them what they need in the world, or whatever they need to support their families. And then they get stuck in that, and they never expand beyond that. They never find anything beyond that. They end up being miserable because they never found anything that makes life worthwhile to them. They spend the vast majority of their times doing work that they don't really care about, that they become good at simply because, they do enough of it that they have to, but they don't really love what they're doing. I don't want to do that. I don't want to accept that. For now, I'm having to do this. And for now, I'm going to do a very good job for these people who need me. I'm going to do a very good job for the company that I work for. I'm going to do well for whoever pays me to, to help with the business that needs to be taken care of. But I still have to find a way to put together everything that I am, everything that interests me, everything. I don't even know how to say it. I guess all I can say is there are a lot of things that I care about. There are a lot of things that I'm good at. And I have to somehow find a place where all of those things come together. I don't know why in particular I feel like talking about that tonight. Highly unusual. I realize that. But it's just something. I don't have a solution to tell anybody. I'm not lecturing anybody on what ought to be done. I'm simply talking about the fact that there is something. There's a tension between how we know how to make a living and the things that we feel the need to do. In some cases that we feel called to do. And most of us don't really know how to bridge that gap. So anyway, I am desperately still seeking that solution, and honestly, I don't think that the answers are in these books. I don't care how much Zen we got. I don't think that the answers are there. I think that the answers are more individual for every person. And I think for me, it involves finding the love I need, finding the opportunities that I need that are in my path, and taking advantage of those opportunities. So anyway, I'm just frustrated about it and felt the need to talk about it. So I do want to emphasize that I very much want to help the people that I'm working with and for right now. So I'm dead serious. If you want to buy this nice house, it's in Brook Highland. It's actually very close to my church. I'd be happy to show it to you. Be happy to sell it to you. It's not the neighborhood that I would want to live in, but it's a beautiful house. In the meantime, I'm going to keep selling houses and keep helping my company sell houses and grow. But right now, I'm building other people's dreams, and I am helping other people's goals come true. Just like a lot of people, I want to find a way to make my own dreams and my own goals come true. Until I figure out how to do that, I'll keep selling houses, and I'll keep helping to grow a real estate company. If you have any brilliant ideas, I'd love to hear them.